Hello to my beautiful collectors out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your monthly forecast for August 2026. Hello there. Okay, we are in eclipse season, all right? So, um, just so you know, this might be a difficult time for some of us. We may be um, interacting with people who may be aggressive, just so you know. So don't take it personally because everyone is going through something at this time because the eclipse have a tendency to make things more potent. Okay? So just so you know, before we get into the dynamics of the forecast, I'm sorry I didn't have my um, transmitter close to me, so what you may hear may be low in volume. Um, but anyway, I'm going to keep it moving. So we start eclipse season on the 12th of August, which is a new moon, and it's going to be at 20 degrees of Leo. Okay, so wherever Leo is in your chart, this is where the dynamics are going to be happening for you. And we have a full moon and a partial lunar eclipse at 27 degrees in, no, at 4 degrees. I'm sorry, it's going to be on the 27th at 4 degrees 54 seconds in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so we're going to start out with this new moon. And you know, the new moon is about planting new seeds. A solar eclipse is like seeds being shot, being shot out of a cannon, you know, because it's going to be pressurized or on steroids, something of that nature. Okay, you get the same fresh start energy, but it's faster, louder, and less negotiable. Okay, so just beware of your own presence when you're doing your day to day activities. So, eclipses tend to accelerate what's already ripening in your life. So, whatever you've been working on, thinking about, trying to do, this is where the eclipse is going to be focused. So this could be like a job you've outgrown, the relationship that's ready to deepen, and the creative projects you keep postponing, things of that nature. Okay? Eclipses rarely bring something out of nowhere. That's a Uranus thing. They bring the inevitable that will come, but it's coming sooner. Okay, so you can expect the effects to unfold over the next 6 months because this is usually the growth period here. All right, the big deal with the eclipse is because of the three other parties in the mix. Yes, we have three other big planets playing around with this eclipse energy. Okay, so we have the sun, which rules Leo. Okay, so a solar eclipse here hits the heart of the target because you know Leo is all about self, loving self, fun, and just ego energy. Okay, so Leo rules over self expression, confidence, creativity, romance, children, and leadership, which is the whole business of being seen and shining. So, this is Leo's energy, being seen and shining, and be in a position of authority wherever Leo is. Okay? When the ruler of visibility itself goes dark with this eclipse, and then returns, the message is hard to miss. An old version of how you shine is ending as a truer one can begin. Okay, so this stellium, it's rare, but we have Mercury, Jupiter. They're both traveling through Leo alongside the eclipsed sun and moon, which means that there are a concentration and an enormous amount of celestial energy in one sign. Okay? So there is lots of work going on in that particular area. So Mercury brings the word, the ideas, and the announcements. Jupiter brings the growth and the luck. Okay? Together, they turn from a solo note, ah, into a whole chord. Okay, if you're into music, that's how you can look at this stellium here. Okay, so we have Jupiter entering Leo on June the 30th and will stay there until July 2027. Okay, expanding everything. Leo touches. The eclipse lights up for the long haul. So whatever begins in August on the 12th has a benefactor behind it, Jupiter, for the next year. So lots of wonderful things could be showing up for all of you, but in particularly the fixed signs. Okay, we have Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio in particularly. All right, but there's going to be some good stuff for all of the signs as we move forward into this energy. Okay, so this is the intro to August, and I'm going to start working on the individual charts. So see you on the other side. Hello to my beautiful Taurus risings out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your monthly forecast for August 2026. Now we are into eclipse season, and eclipse season is like manifestation on high, okay? This is things that are not in our control. However, if you are in alignment with what it is that you desire for yourself in your life, then your path will be much more clear and things can just fall right into place for you. So anyway, I did an introduction discussing the eclipse season, so I won't go into that on your forecast. We'll just get right into, where it's at and what it will be doing for you. But I just want to make sure that you understand that with all of this heightened energy, it could create conflicting interactions with people that you come into contact with. So it's better to, lay low if you can and try not to be too hard on yourself or opinionated with others, because everybody is going through something during this heightened sense of energy that is happening, okay? Especially at the beginning, which is the 12th. Okay, so we have a new moon and a solar eclipse at 20 degrees of Leo. And we have a full moon and a partial lunar eclipse happening on the 27th at 4 degrees 54 seconds in the sign of Pisces. Okay? So this is happening with the new moon solar eclipse in your 4th house. And this is your house of family, okay, your ancestry, your physical home, your private space. This is also about real estate, and just connecting with your roots. Okay? So, for you, you may be ready to release old patterns, this ancestral energy, and how you give and receive love within your family structure. Okay? You may see where you've overgiven at home, taken on too much responsibility, or stayed small to keep the peace. And I was just saying, try not to, interact with, this nonsense energy that's coming through, okay? All right, so moving, renovating, or changing your household structure, such as new a partner moving in, or downsizing, things of that nature. Okay, a new chapter with parents or family, such as reconciliations, setting firmer boundaries, or redefining closeness in a healthier way. Okay, some may want to start a family, extended, or you may make an important decision about children in relation to your sense of home. Okay, so Taurus rising, that is your message with this solar eclipse that's happening in your fourth house. So this has a lot to do with family, trauma, drama, okay? And you taking your position, okay, as a person in this family drama, okay? Because really, that's all it is when it comes to the fourth house. You're really dealing with a lot of family issues that goes deeper, from ancestral patterns that you may not even realize that you're a part of. But a lot of times people just follow the lead and say, well, I'm doing it. This is the way they did it. This is the way it was done. So you're doing it. So these patterns are being, there's a spotlight here on your ancestral behavior. Okay? So on the 27th, we have this full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces, and this is happening in your 11th house. And your 11th house has to do with large organizations, friend groups, your work groups as well is a part of that. Hopes and wishes as well are here. And Pisces is here. So just understand that when Pisces is active, it is saying that you need to set boundaries, because sometimes we can overdo where Pisces is. All right, so you may feel your friends' struggles deeply. Your friends struggle. Okay? But you may also see where you've been overgiving or over rescuing. Excuse me. You may be dissolving those idealized images of friend groups or dream futures because you start to see the reality behind fantasy. Okay, you may be drawn more strongly to artistic, spiritual healing, or compassionate networks, and away from more transactional, superficial ones. Okay, so, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. Okay? And Jupiter wants you to go inward, okay? Look inside yourself, for your answers. So this is where this full moon is pulling you, is into, your spiritual aspects of who you are, and to find the difference between you and what's not you, okay? And of course, Jupiter is an expanded energy, and it is playing a role this month in the stellium energy that is happening with the Leo sun solar eclipse and the moon and Mercury. Okay, so we got a stellium there, and that's opening up all of this energy. And by Jupiter playing a part, your ruler, he's really going to be, working on you. Because that's what rulers do. So, Taurus, good luck with it. And you're going to come out on top, because this is like a clearing of energy, ending cycles, so that you can come out, you know, shining and bright. All right, and being better, of course. But this takes, you know, 6 months for this stuff to start to show the dividends that you're going to be receiving from all of this energy here. Okay, so enjoy your month, and until next time, bye for now. Did it go off? No, it didn't. Okay, gotta try that again.